Okay, folks, time for episode 2. As you can see on the screen there, that's where we're at. This quote, it's basically finished, but it stands now. They're not going to start building that thing until I tell them to. And I told them it's going to be by March 6th or a tax return gets here. So anyway, this is a good look at their well, we'll get back to that. Let's do something else first. First of all, I want to apologize for the quality of the video so far. You have to realize something. Literally, all I've got is this Easter Chromebook. It's a good Chromebook, but it's a Chromebook, and it's a 1080p screen, but yeah, it kind of screws things up, so it's a little flaky. And all I got is that and this to make these videos right now. So until this PC gets here, the quality of the videos are going to be a little lacking, and I apologize for that. Now once I get the other computer here with that 43-inch screen and stuff like that, and I can actually do honest, good video editing on the PC, the quality of these videos will improve, I assure you. Also, I want to point out that this video, a lot of online channels, you got people sitting there talking, and they got cameras all over them and different angles and all that stuff. That's great, but I'm kind of like this guy here. If you go watch some of his videos, it's sometimes hilarious. Well, it is hilarious, but his basic stick is you never see him. You see his hands, you hear him talking, but so it's going to be in the style of this old Tony as far as how these are going to be presented to you. You're not going to have me sit down in front of the camera, I assure you. Anyway, back to the we're in a holding pattern. We're waiting for stuff to happen before we can move forward. But one thing I want to point out here, and when you order from Puget, it appears, they've got a checklist, and they report out the checklist back to you. So, and the list is a mile long, and it's pretty good stuff. So as they build this thing, we're going to get, I'm probably, when it actually is being built, and this is active, I'll probably be doing daily updates of what's changed and where we've gotten to, so you all can at least follow along as this thing gets built out, as the frame gets built out. And so anyway, that should be interesting. The testing they do is just wow. It just boggles the mind, the quality control they've got going on here. And let's go back up the top here. And then they run a whole suite of benchmarks on this thing, and it's just mind-boggling. So we'll have numbers to start with. This is the as-built, and later on, as we start applying updates, well, first of all, I'm going to try to reproduce some of these numbers here myself. That way I can prove, yep, it's still the same. And then as we do some updates down the road, we can compare. Well, we just spent X amount of money, and what did we gain? That kind of thing. So, but they provide this, and all these tests, they run them, and they document, here's where we got to. Here's the numbers we got, as built. So, wow. You don't buy a computer down at Best Buy and then got to play around running all the benchmarks yourself. They do it for you. So, and then also they're going to provide high quality pictures. So, yeah, and heat maps and screenshots of every bio screen. I mean, that way they know how it left the building configured, and then if it gets all messed up, they know where they got to. So it's I'm so impressed with Puget Systems, and you're gonna follow along, and we're gonna see just exactly how the experience is, and I hope it's enlightening for you all, and I hope it goes well. I don't anticipate any issues. I'm gonna add a couple more things. One, I got comments turned off. And there's reasons behind that. If you need to get a hold of me, go to the About tab and use that email account I set up. You know, if you ask a question, it's a good question, maybe I'll make a episode that features that question. If a bunch of people ask a general question, you know, I'll make an episode. But otherwise, that's the only way I want to do it. I don't have the time. My health is not all that great. I got hauled out of work in an ambulance last August, and for a while there it was touch and go. But after 6 weeks in the hospital and 4 weeks in a nursing home, I came home. And then 2 weeks later, I went back in the hospital for another month.